Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going over my trade recap of the trade I ended up taking today. So we're going to start off with bias. So coming into the day here, I ended up posting that I said good morning coming into the day, wanting to target London and Asia lows due to the fact that this is the only target of the day, but since we're at all-time highs, I also don't want to be shorting. I need a lot of confirmation for shorts in order for me to take a short today. Going to be waiting for this 1 hour bearish breaker to form where I see ISD on the hourly, and then like a continuation to London session lows as well as Asia lows. Again, I know I said the hourly because that's the time frame that I was on at the time of charting, but I would have been okay with a 5 minute, 15 minute, or 30 minute, depending what looked more clear at the time. But yeah, in this point in time, I really did like the 15 minute here to London and Asia lows, but as you can see, we never ended up getting a trade to that. We ended up taking something actually mechanical in the day, low hanging fruit. But yeah, so coming into the day here, 9:30 ended up opening lower first, putting in this bullish SMT on ES. But again, whenever we don't have really news on a Monday, I always like to look at, like no news on a Wednesday, I always like to look at 8:30. And this applies with no news Mondays as well. Like 8:30 really tells me what we want to do. Since 8:30 opened higher here, I expect the price to 9:30 to come and rebalance and go back down. So coming into this, I was looking for some shorts at first because we had equal lows with this 15 minute right here. So this looked pretty compelling. But again, I waited for more displacement, waited for more of a reaction. So what did we end up doing here? At 9:55, we ended up putting in a change in state of delivery with this high, low, higher, high, lower, low. Again, if you look at what we're doing with the 9:30 low, what are we doing? This 9:30 low, we're displacing through it, creating what? Again, a bearish breaker. As you can see, a high, low, higher, high, lower, low, bearish breaker on the 5. But this one just looks a little bit more clear over here, as well as this 15 minute. It looks just a little bit more clear. As you can see as well, what did we do here? Once we close below here, 10 a.m. opening lower, what did we form? We actually validated the breaker and also closing below 8:30 open high. So this just seems what? Very bearish. So if we're bearish here, what am I going to be targeting? Again, this is a 10 a.m. candle. I want to see an open high, low close. So what am I going to be targeting? This 4 hour unfilled gap. So that's what I want to see. Again, I want to see a tap into this 5 minute here. Again, why? So if 10 a.m. is bearish, if I'm expecting a 10 a.m. reversal, again, what do I want to see? Price and open higher at the 10 a.m. I want to see an open high, low close. Essentially, we're opening lower, but we're not tapping any key level. We're not tapping the 4 hour yet. We just open low, but nothing has been mitigated. So if I'm bearish, what do I want to see? Open high. So again, this is, I know a lot of you, I don't know if you guys get confused about this. You're like, oh, but 10 a.m. open lower. Why we're not bullish? But we're not bullish yet because 10 a.m. did not mitigate any key level yet. So what was I looking for? If I'm bearish, I wanted to see 10 a.m. get mitigated before we mitigate the higher time frame PD, right? So 10 a.m. opens, and I wanted to see this 5 minute gap get tapped into. Why do I want to see the 5 minute get tapped to above the 10 a.m.? Because if we're bearish, anything above the opening price of the 10 a.m. candle is a selling opportunity. So what did I look for on ES? ES, we go on the 5 minute. 10 a.m. on ES is right here. This line right here, and the 5 minute gap is this. So on ES, what are we doing with this candle? We tap into the 5 minute. Did we do the same on NQ? No. So this is what? A bearish SMT inside of what? A key level. And this is also what? Inside of this breaker right here. So we're mitigating. Price is mitigating this breaker with the SMT above opening price inside of a key level in a premium. Now what am I looking for? A continuation short back down, which is this 1 minute inversion, stop at the high. If this is a true SMT, this high should be protected. Short, stop at the high, targeting the 4 hour equal lows. Again, I wanted to see a little bit lower. I want to see this hourly here, right here. That's what I personally want to see at the time, like this, something like this. But again, I just didn't like. I was thinking, I was like, damn, if we're bullish, like price could just wick me out here, stop me at a break even, then go lower and then go higher. So I want to see a full flush through with one candle. At the time, we ended up wicking in lifetime, and then it looked like we were going to reverse, and then we wicked back down, and I was like, damn, like, I don't know. I want to see this full flush. So I was like, you know what? I'll just take a low hanging fruit. I'll take it at 1-to-1. So what I do, I just chilled my stop to this high, and I was like, I'll give it this high. I don't want to see this fair value gap tap. If we're bearish, I would want to see this to get tapped and then go higher, and we can do whatever we want from there. Obviously, if I would have not taken any partials and I wouldn't have trailed, I would have gotten stopped at break even on this trade. But yeah, whatever. I still made my winning day across three accounts. I made my winning day, so I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Besides that, I didn't really see anything I liked. Again, once we saw the displacement, what I did want to see was London session lows. The only thing I didn't like about this trade idea was the way we were wicking this midnight open. We were wicking midnight open, and I was just like, bro, this is terrible. So I was like, all right, what will confirm it for me if 11 a.m. actually inverses this hourly? So I wanted to see this 5 minute get tapped. So then again, I wanted to see this 5 minute get tapped over here in a premium. Why? Because this is, let me delete this so you guys can see a little bit better. This would be your mitigation here of this order block, this whole down close candles. I wanted to see this get mitigated. Counts as an order block. All this is an order block, so I want to see this get mitigated inside of this order block, inside of this breaker. So if that gets mitigated, that would have been nice, which is also inside of the 15 minute. So I would have liked to see that 11 a.m. open higher into that, take away those equal highs. But what did we end up doing? We did not end up doing that. We ended up actually just falling straight through, taking the equal lows, and the Asia session lows. So once we did that, I was like, all right, like I'm off for the day. I'm really not gonna do anything. I did end up seeing this mechanical trade. Oh my god. I ended up seeing this mechanical trade again. After the daily profile is done for the day, you can look for a mech. But again, I already secured my winning day, so I didn't really care about trading a mech anymore. This 4 hour got tapped. Asia session lows got tapped with an SMT. 11 a.m. open lower with equal highs. So there was a 1 minute IFVG right here. After this got taken, long stop at the low. 5 minute into this 5 minute unfilled right here, and then you can target 11 a.m. But NQ ended up taking the 11 a.m. You can target the full 15 minute because we have 15 minute CRT low to the high, and at this point, I think it's a 30 minute now. Yeah, I think we'll go to this 30 minute gap if I'm being honest. So yeah, again, low hanging fruit, you can just take it all off right here, and that's a 1-to-1. Boom, that's a winning trade as well. Personally for me, I did see it. I saw it late, so I was just like, all right, I'm just done for the day. And it's honestly a way better setup. It looked just structure wise, it looked way better than this 1 minute, or relatively close, because we're picking one direction. We have a big SMT at the lows with this 4 hour as well. ES came and mitigated this, like whatever. So I expected price to potentially come up and finish the whole model. Again, you could have just longed right here, TP'd one and hold it to the 15 minute up there. Again, I know Trump is talking right now, but yeah, this is something that I'm just, I guess, I'm done for the day. So this is just something that I just didn't take. I didn't see it, and that's all good. There's always going to be more opportunity. Doesn't matter. But yeah, this is just how I would trade this. Anything else really? Let me see. No, there's really nothing else I like here. Coming to the day, I'm done. Daily profile of the day is done. I said what I wanted to see. I ended up seeing it. I just didn't get the entry model that I personally wanted, and that's it. Again, pretty simple day. Not that hard, honestly. Not that hard. Today we secured a winning day, and not every single day is going to be a big winning day. And I'm happy about that. I'm happy that I can just secure my winning day and be done for the day. So that's really nice. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.